Trending today, black bears making surprise appearances in neighborhoods across the metro. Kent Erdahl explains why it's not as out of place as you might think.
A Burnsville street got an unexpected visitor on Thursday, and it might have never made the spotlight if it wasn't for someone with a camera.
I got a text from my neighbor
who was nowhere near home.
They're in Florida. There's a bear in our front yard, and then I immediately obviously went to my cameras.
Brandon Buchvold was not only home when the bear passed by his garage.
I had just finished working in the garage.
And when he looked closer, he realized they nearly crossed paths.
I literally missed him by minutes.
A check of another camera found they had an even closer potential encounter after that.
He legitimately crossed in front of our open screen door while we were all sitting in there, and then he propped up on the rocks. And it's almost like he was, looking around, like he owned the place or something, I didn't even know bears existed in these areas. We see deer, coyotes, and foxes. We see those frequently, but a bear is like unheard of.
Now here's the thing. The Minnesota DNR says these types of bear sightings do happen way more often than people realize, even in metro areas. For example, they say here in Burnsville alone, there have been several spotted in the past few years. And in just the past few days, according to a state reporting website, there have been at least 10 between here and Chaska alone.
When you can kind of watch on the map, just those dots fill in. This one bear probably has been making its way upriver.
Yes, and he tried. The DNR's Bear Project leader says this bear could have traveled all that way. But zoom out a little more, and the map shows he's definitely not alone.
We've had something like nearly 3,000 sightings of bears in the 7-county metro in the last 10 years. It's becoming more and more normal.
Our own KARE 11 archives bear that out, with several stories of sightings from all over the metro region in recent years, including a bear outside Union Depot, downtown St. Paul in 2020. And most of those reports came at this time of year.
For bears, this is the season of romance, and so there's a lot of males out and about looking for ladies and love. But also, this is the time of year when moms give their yearlings the boot.
And he says the increase comes from the rise in automated cameras.
Went along our pavers and then came up the stairs.
And our increased tolerance for bears.
Back in the 70s and the 80s, most bear problems would just be solved lethally. The bear would be shot.
I know they're mostly harmless.
That's true, as long as you keep your bird feeders and garbage out of reach and your grills clean.
Several people that know me have commented, oh, he was just after your barbecue, So thankfully I keep them pretty clean. Either that or my barbecue's bad.
And if you want to truly do your part, the DNR says, be like Brandon.
I just wanted to tell people about it because we have kids and a small dog. I think it's good for people to be aware so they can stay safe.
A grocery store in St. Paul is centering culture and community. For our final story in our Asian American Pacific Islander series, Jessica Hart shows us how this place is carrying on tradition while putting people first.
Maplewood's KARE grocery store has an open door policy.
This is more than earning money. It's like our passion, like helping the community. So it feels really good. Yeah.
Ranjana Bareilly May keeps the shelves stocked alongside her husband.
Able to bring the food and culture, able to bring the clothes, and then let people know about who we are.
The KARE organization in Minnesota says around 20,000 Burmese people call Minnesota home. While similar, the KARE have a distinct culture compared to other KARE groups.
We have our own flag, we speak our own different languages. There's not a lot of grocery store, KARE grocery store, in our country, so they like to stop by, like to chat to us. So it's just a great feeling to see. People come so far just to stop by the store.
Tay Ray says there are things in his store you can't find at larger Asian grocers.
Special vegetable or specific type of can.
But this isn't just a grab-and-go store.
This is like a home, home where you feel safe and comfort. And that's what we want to give to the people. I feel like sometimes all we need is somebody to listen to you. We want to be that safe space where anybody can come and share and, that we're just there to listen to them.
It's more than just a grocery store. It's a way to kind of embrace us and our culture and able to set a stone where our next generation can do something bigger.
A grocery store that nourishes your body and soul. In Maplewood, Jessica Hart, KARE 11 News.
The KARE are the state's second largest group of Burmese people. KARE is the largest. Tay says the KARE population in Minnesota is growing and hopes some of them will become business owners. The YMCA of the North want to keep teens active and out of trouble this summer, so the organization is offering free memberships. The Y says this is a critical time for teens to stay engaged and connected to the community. Once again, Jessica Hart shows us how the program aims to make that happen.
The YMCA's mission
So the Y has been around for over 170 years.
is to serve everyone.
It's critical that our young people have a place to go.
Matt Jorstad is the executive director at YMCA of the North in Burnsville.
But we know that the summer has a lot of empty time, and we want that to be filled with their time at the Y.
To help teenagers fill their time, the Y is welcoming 5,000 of them through their Get Summer program.
All of it is free of charge. It's a free membership that runs from June 1st through the end of August 31st.
It's open to all teens entering grades 9 through 12 in the fall of 2026 who aren't active members or have held a membership within the past 60 days.
The biggest upside to Get Summer is a safe place for young people to be, where we have adults here that really care for them.
They'll also have access to 19 YMCA of the North locations.
For the most part, they can just join any of our classes. We have group exercise classes, as well as obviously our weight and strength facilities, our running track, our gym. We do everything from pickleball, volleyball. A lot of our locations will also serve lunch, so we're serving lunch here at Burnsville.
Matt says they hope to serve more than just food this summer. They hope to serve a sense of community and belonging.
There are only 5,000 spots available for this program. A third of those are already filled. So if you'd like to sign your teen up for this summer adventure, head over to KARE11.com. I'm Jessica Hart. Follow along for more news.
Stick with us. More news and weather is coming up after the break.